Hmm. Well, hello and good evening. I'm going to give just a moment. We experienced a few technical difficulties, but we're here. Hopefully, you're signing in, and we will get started in just a moment. I will be right back, and we'll kick off the show in about 2 minutes. Thanks, everyone. Well, I think it's about high time we kicked off this shindig. Hello, my name is Mike Haddad. I am the Special Projects Coordinator at Theater at First, and I will be your host for this evening as we celebrate the birthday of the Bard. On behalf of myself and Theater at First, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. And we have a wonderful, wonderful slate of performances, a nice mix of various things from Shakespeare himself or words inspired by Shakespeare. Though tonight's entertainment is free, we at Theater at First, we always appreciate donations. $5, $10, $20 would be greatly appreciated. You can find a link to donate on the Theater at First website. It'll also be posted in the chat. There's going to be some trivia about halfway through for you to engage in. And it's going to be a fun night. We at Theater at First, there's a lot of people who love Shakespeare, love his works and the things that his works have inspired. And we are here tonight. Again, we have a wonderful, wonderful group of performers who are here to help us celebrate Shakespeare's birthday. I'd like to kick things off tonight. And I invite all of you watching right now to imagine yourselves on the fields of Agincourt, exhausted, disheartened, demoralized. A horde of French soldiers waiting on the other side of the field. Your king gathers you to speak, and despite the odds against you, you see a smile on his face. This day is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named and rouse him at the very name of Crispian. He that shall live this day and see old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbor and say, tomorrow is St. Crispin's day. Then will he strip his sleeves and show his scars and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot, but he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, as familiar in my mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son. And Crispin Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition. And gentlemen in England now abed will think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst any speaks that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day. Thank you for spending some time with us this evening. We got a great schedule of events for you tonight. And next up, I would like to welcome to the party Jasmine Hall, whose her first appearance tonight is going to be presenting Shakespeare at School. Jasmine, take it away.
"40 boys on benches with their quills, 6 days a week through almost all the year, long hours of Latin with relentless drills and repetition, all enforced by fear. I picture Shakespeare sitting near the back, indulging in a risky bit of fun by exercising his prodigious knack of thinking up an idiotic pun and whispering his gem to other boys, some of whom could not suppress their mirth, behavior that unfailingly annoys any teacher anywhere on earth. The fun was over when the master spoke, 'Will Shakespeare come up here and share the joke?'
Thank you very much, Jasmine. Thank you very much. Next on our list, we have Sherry Raftery, and she is going to be doing a scene from The Winter's Tale, a monologue by Paulina. Take it away.
What study torments tyrant has for me? What wheels, racks, fires, what flailing, boiling in leads or oil? What older, newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste thy most worst, thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancy too weak for boys, too green and idle for girls? Oh, nine, oh, think what they have done, and then run mad indeed, stark mad, for all thy begone fooleries, we're but spies of it, that thou betrayest Polixenes. 'Twas nothing, that did but show thee of a fool, inconsistent, indamageable, ingrateful, nor wasn't much. Thou wouldst have poisoned good Camillio's honor, to have killed him a king, poor trespasses, more monstrous standing by, whereof I reckon the cast forth to crows thy baby daughter, to be or none or little, thou a devil, would have shed water out of fire ere done it, nor Isn't directly laid to thee the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts high for one so tender, cleft thy heart, that could have conceived a gross and foolish seer, blemished his gracious dam. This is not, no, laid thy answer, but thy last, O lords, when I have said, cry woe, the queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance forth not dropped down yet.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that. It was wonderful. Appreciate it very much. All right, we are going to keep this rolling with a performance by Kevin Driscoll, who's going to be doing a very classic and famous speech from Hamlet, but perhaps in a way that might not be as familiar to some of you. Kevin, floor is yours.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them, to die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep, we say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. Quiet. What? Quiet. You're not good. What? Quiet. I'm sorry. It's Doug the talking dog. He doesn't like what I'm doing. You think you can do better? Yeah. I can do a lot better than you. Better. You can do better than me. Hi. Do you know why they're smiling? Yeah, I'm naked. You're naked? Yeah. Doug, all dogs are naked. You're not. Okay. All right, Doug. Yeah. No, we haven't got time. I haven't even finished the piece. Yeah, I want to do it anyway. Okay. All right. Okay. Doug has this one thing. He's been practicing. He does his impersonation of William Shakespeare. You want to do your impersonation of William Shakespeare? Okay. Doug's going to do his impersonation of William Shakespeare. I'll count to 3. You start your impersonation of William Shakespeare. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Doug. Doug, you can get up. They got it. Undead. Doug, get up. Undead. Doug, please get up. Oh, okay. I like that joke. Oh, I got to tinkle. You have to tinkle now during the show? We hear. Oh, go get Jerry. Okay, he wants me to bring up Jerry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll bring up Jerry.
Hey, come on. I want to do this now. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Hey. Oh, you look like a girl.
I'm not a girl. I have a beard.
I know, you look like an ugly girl. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the rest of the song. To sleep, your chance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. Or in that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I apologize. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you, Kevin and company. Wonderful. One of those moments where I was very glad I was muted because I could not contain the laughter. And I'm sure that many of you watching at home were in the same boat. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. We'll be seeing a little bit more of Kevin and perhaps some of his friends a little bit later in the evening. At this point, I'd actually like to welcome back Jasmine Hall, and who is going to do a pop sonnet. Jasmine?
This is My Girl. On days when skies are overcast and grim, my own are still with brilliant sun replete. When winter's chill would pierce my every limb, I'm warmed instead by pleasant, temperate heat. The honeybees such envy do possess, for I their wealth of sweetness have amassed. The nightingales, all flush with grave distress, as I the joy in all past. No, gentle friend, I have no want of fame, nor do I wish to be with wealth supplied, for I've already riches to my name. 'Tis manifested not in gold, but pride. And what could make such pure delight unfurl? The only truthful answer is, my girl.
Jasmine, thank you so much. That was wonderful. A nice twist. A nice twist. I've always appreciated when they do these slams, the interesting ways that people will make things Shakespearean, and we get these very Shakespearean adjacent, I think we've referred to them as, and that was a very nice touch. Thank you. I would like to now welcome Kate Beattie, who will be doing the Ring monologue from Twelfth Night.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me, sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man. Oh, if it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now, alas, the day. Oh, what thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was really wonderful. What a great show Twelfth Night is, and one of two performances from Twelfth Night that we will be seeing this evening. But I won't get too far ahead of myself. To close that, well, we have a little bit of an intermission that's going to be coming up soon, but to round out our first half of our performances tonight, I would like to welcome Naomi Hinchin, and she has a presentation on Ophelia that is a musical production. Naomi?
Ophelia, you're breaking my heart. You know something's rotten in Denmark. Oh, Ophelia, to a nunnery go, It's probably much safer than here. Ophelia, your father is dead. They say he was stabbed by your boyfriend. Oh, Ophelia, they're driving you mad. Your state is so sad to behold, to behold. With an armful of dead plants, poor Ophelia wanders in a trance, handing weeds to the queen and king. As she roams through the aisles in our hallway, she'll sing. And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he's dead. Go to thy deathbed. He never will come again. Ophelia, you've wandered away. You're wading right into the water. Oh, Ophelia, you won't float for long. You'll sing one last song as you sink. As you sink in the willow brook, she's drowned. Now they come to lay her in the ground. Hamlet comes to see the right, then he springs at Laertes and gets in a fight. Ophelia, they've jumped in your grave. Why can't they behave through your funeral? Oh, Ophelia, oh, sweets to the sweet, may angels sing thee to thy rest, to thy rest. Oh, 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 oh. Then they forget you, you're not mentioned again. They're too busy killing each other. When it's over and everyone's dead, you'll come take your bow at the end, at the end.
Bravo. Bravo. That was wonderful. I'm always a sucker for a good parody song. It was beautifully sung and very witty. I loved the words to it. And some really great laugh moments in there as well. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for presenting that. I thought that went really well. All right, let me take this moment to just say that all of our amazing, talented, wonderful volunteers, literally, I mean, they had planned to come here and do this, but they're doing this without a single rehearsal as a group. You know, they showed up here ready to give it their all, and I can't say how thankful I am to have them here, and just how pleased I am with the way that things are going. We have a lot more performances to go, but before we take a short break, a chance for you at home to engage a bit in the festivities. We're going to do a little Shakespeare quote trivia. So we're going to use the chat here. And I have a series of 15 quotes from 15 different Shakespeare plays. The quotes are varying in difficulty. Your job at home is going to be to try to identify which Shakespeare play the quote comes from, and see if you can beat out your fellow Shakespeare birthday watchers. Are you ready? All right. Oh, if you want bragging rights, keep your own score for who gets the right answer first. Quote number 1. The course of true love never did run smooth. What do we think? The course of true love never did run smooth. All right. We got our first answer in, and it is the correct answer. Well done. Fred, nice try there. Nice try. I appreciate it. It's a valiant effort. All right, speed and accuracy is the name of the game, and here we go with quote number 2. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. What do we got for quote number 2? A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Artistic director Elizabeth Hunter coming in with Richard III. That is correct. Very good. Quote number 3. If music be the food of love, play on. If music be the food of love, play on. Excellent. Excellent. Catherine, I think that's your second point in this game. Very good. 12th Night is correct. I didn't say it first, but I'm assuming all of you are honorable folk who would not deign to use your... Did he say deign? No, different deign. Who would not deign to use your phones in such a competition. All right. Quote 4. And please be specific. The better part of valor is discretion. The better part of valor is discretion. Unfortunately, not Lear. Not Julius Caesar. Richard II's a good guess. I might even say you're warm. Shelley, Henry IV, Part 1. Fantastic. And for those of you longtime fans of Theater at First, it's no surprise to me that Shelley was the one that got that, as she directed a wonderful production of the combined Henry IVs a few years back. How about this one? Number 5. All that glisters is not gold. All that glisters is not gold. Oh, Heaven Tree of Stars, Merchant of Venice is correct. I apologize. I know that this is a difficult game to play because, as Elizabeth pointed out, there is a bit of a delay between me and you. But I am determined to soldier through. And I hope that you're enjoying it and having fun. Quote 6. This blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England. Good guess. It is not As You Like It. Elizabeth, excellent. Richard II is correct. Elizabeth gets the point on that one for Richard II. All right, we're going to do 4 more. We're going to cap it at 10 today. We're going to cap it at 10. 7. Let's go with, but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for daws to peck at. But I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for daws to peck at. Who can identify that Shakespearean quote? It is not Much Ado. But I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for daws to peck at. Have we stumped? Oh, just when I was losing hope, Elizabeth Hunter comes in with Othello, which is correct. Quote 8. This mock of his hath turned his balls to gunstones. This mock of his hath turned his balls to gunstones. I promise it's not as dirty as it sounds. All right, Henry V. Very good. That is correct. Henry V. All right, 2 more points up for grabs. 2 more points up for grabs. Quote number 9. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. No, sadly not Twelfth Night. Stephanie, very nice, coming in with Romeo and Juliet. That is correct. This one might be a difficult one. I'm not sure. It's a favorite of mine, but not a favorite of everyone's. Our 10th and final quote to identify. But how if that fly had a father and a mother? Oh, yep, Heaven Tree of Stars got in before that. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Thank you, Becky. Our final quote for the night. But how if that fly had a father and mother? Oh, Ben, excellent. Very good. It is indeed from Titus Andronicus, the killing of the fly by Titus's brother Marcus. Thank you all for engaging in this little Shakespeare trivia here. I hope you had fun. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, allow you to go to the bathroom, refill your beverage. And, if you were keeping track of how many you got the point for, feel free to toss it in there. We can see who gets the bragging rights for being the bigger Shakespeare nerd amongst in good company with a bunch of fellow Shakespeare nerds. All right, we'll be back in 5. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you in a few. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We have some more performances for you. Once again, I would like to kick off the second half as well. And these, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherits, shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Now, I know we just had our trivia, quote trivia. If you are unfamiliar, that is Prospero from The Tempest. And if you just can't get enough Shakespeare, I invite you to join me and a wonderful, talented group of actors Mother's Day weekend under the direction of Hatem Adel in Ghostbox's production of The Tempest. That's going to be May 8th and 9th at 2 p.m. It's going to be streaming live. So hopefully we'll be able to see you there. And it's going to be a wonderful production. Well, I'm going to pass the microphone, so to speak, to our next performance, to our next performer. And I would like to welcome Oriana Davila, who is going to be doing Lady Macbeth. I give you the floor.
The raven himself is horse that crows the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend the mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctions visitings of nature shake my full purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gold, you murdering ministers. Whatever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife sit not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That had costumes and lighting effects. That was wonderful. Great way to kick off the second half of our performance. We're going to change things up a little bit because next on our list, we have one of Shakespeare's many sonnets. I would like to introduce Kathleen Monteleone, who is going to be doing Sonnet 94. When you're ready.
They that have power to hurt and will do none, that do not do the things they most do show, who, moving others, are themselves as stone, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow. They rightly do inherit heaven's graces and husband nature's riches from expense. They are the lords and owners of their faces, others but stewards of their excellence. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. But if that flower with base infection meet, the basest weed outgraves his dignity. The sweetest things turn sourest by their deeps. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds.
Thank you, Kathleen. That was lovely. Thank you for that recitation.
You're welcome.
All right. Moving along, I would like to welcome Marion Carroll and welcome back Kate Beattie. Marion is going to be reading Olivia and Kate is going to be reprising Viola, and they're going to be doing a scene from Twelfth Night. I'll jump in for a little cameo just to help them out. The stage is yours.
Starting to get, there I am. But Viola gets to speak first.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me, if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for beside that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Oh, good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
Oh, no, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain, if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber, I am to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver, when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead to your ears, divinity to any other's profanity.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids to 'em. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to appraise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could not be but recompensed, though you were crowned the non-parallel of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimensions, and in the shape of nature a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless perchance you come to see me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee 5-fold blazon. Not so fast. Soft, soft, unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be.
Thank you both so much. What a wonderful scene. That was absolutely lovely, Marion. And thank you, Kate, for coming back and reading some more Twelfth Night with us. I would like to now welcome to the forefront of this Zoom call, Kathy Hirsch, who has a piece of Romeo and Juliet with a ukulele. Kathy, take it away.
I think I shall bring down some of this excessive levity here. I should turn on my original sound first. That may help. A love-struck Romeo sang the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a convenient street light, steps out of the shade, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Juliet says, "Hey, it's Romeo. You nearly gave me a heart attack." He's underneath the window singing, "Well, on my boyfriend's back. You shouldn't come around singing up to people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it?" Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, and you exploded from my heart, and I forgot the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Juliet? Come up on different streets, both the streets of shame, both dirty, both mean, yes, and even the dream the same. I dreamed the dream for you, and now the dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another part of your deals? Well, you can fall for chains of silver, you can fall for chains of gold, you can fall for pretty strangers and the promises they hold. You promised me everything, you promised me thick and thin, yeah. Now you just say, "Oh, Romeo, yeah, I used to do a scene with him." Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, "I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for us." You know the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Juliet? I can't do the talk like they talk on the TV. And I can't do a love song like the way it's meant to be. I can't do anything, but I do anything for you. I can't do anything but be in love with you. And all I do is miss you and the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat and bad company. All I do is kiss you through the bars of a rhyme. Juliet, I'd do the stars with you anytime. Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, "I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for us." You know the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Juliet? A love-struck Romeo sings the street a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a convenient street light, steps out of the shade, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it? You and me, babe, how about it?"
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Original piece?
That's Dire Straits. This is my Mark Knopfler.
That was wonderful. You know, I've been with Theater at First for 6-7 years now. I've done a dozen or so of these slams, or I've attended them. And tonight we had not just one, but two musical numbers, and I don't think I've seen that at these slams. So I'm really excited that we have such wonderful and unique acts. And thank you for being a part of it, Kathy.
Excellent. You're welcome.
Speaking of new and exciting, in preparation for tonight, I received an email from Claire Higgins, and she submitted a piece that she had written called Bardology. And our own Joe Guthrie was kind enough to agree to read it. And so we have a new piece inspired by Shakespeare, starring Joe as Shakespeare, and we're going to present to you now Bardology. Scene 1, enter Shakespeare and a businessman who is texting on his, well, it says iPhone, but I'm going to go with Android because that's what I have. They walk approaching each other.
Good morrow, sir. Ignore me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall enfold. LOL, LMAO, WTG, YTB. To be or not to be? WTF. That is, wayward tickled brain fool. Brevity is the soul of wit. Those that understood him smiled at one another and shook their heads, but for mine own part, it was Greek to me.
Enter a pair of lovers.
Let me not, the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Oh, mistress mine, what are you doing? Oh, stay and hear your true love's cooing. He can sing both high and low. Text no further, pretty sweeting. Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. Friends, roamers, businessmen, lend me your ears. While you here do texting go, lethargy, both dull and slow, your minds o'ertakes. If of life you keep a care, shake off texting and beware. Awake, awake.
All exit but Shakespeare, looking exasperated. Scene 2. Shakespeare sits and takes out a cell phone, dials a number and listens to the phone, but hears nothing. Tries twice more and grows increasingly exasperated, and then addresses the person he's trying to reach.
When in a place that out of thy zone lies, I alone beweep my cut-off state, and trouble deaf callers with my bootless cries, and look upon my phone and curse the rates, wishing it like to one more wide of band, featured like it with greater range possessed, desiring this man's bundle and this man's pan. Games I once enjoyed contented least, yet in these thoughts my service almost switching, happily I hear a tone, and then my dear lyrics of love with AES encrypting, and full of mirth sing hymns into thine ear, and then I scorn to change my state with kings, when at long last my lover's cell phone rings.
Scene 3. Shakespeare is worriedly looking through bills and begins grudgingly writing a check.
To borrow and to borrow and to borrow, leaps at these hefty rates from day to day to the last billable I record as mine. And all my layaways and my accruals are just ways, just more debt. Now, let's handle my budget's stalking shadow. A poor payer, a yutz whose debts devour his humble wage, and then it hits no more. Is it on sale? Oh, I am an idiot of abounding fury. Still, I'm buying something.
Scene 4.
All the web's a stage, and all the chat room users merely players. They have their logons and their loading downs, and chatters in their time play many parts. Their acts being 7 ages. At first, the children with happy chat of toys and games and fun, and then the whining youths with all their dissing and talk of rocket sex, until they are unwillingly shut down. Then rock star lovers sighing like wave sounds with their wretched poems writ to the singer's right eyelash. And then a bully full of foul words, his website built on hate, jealous of cyberspace, and most quick in flaming, seeking bullying reputation, even in the channel's mouth. And then good merchants to keep their bellies with good capon lined. Sell goods too varied and too numerous, full of advice and useful household tips. And so they ply their trade. The 6th type slips into a lean and slipper bodysuit with exercising DVDs to sell, and promises of abs and glutes quite firm, and unshrunk shranks and bulging many pecs. Turning again toward youth and vigor buff, with tofu in his gut. And last of all, I end this Java scripted history with hurried logging off and PC shutting down, sans mouse, sans screen, sans disk, sans hypertext.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A big thank you to Joe for the performance, and also a thank you to Claire for the words. That was such a wonderful piece. I loved the tweaking of Shakespeare's own words and putting it into the modern context. Very cleverly done, and Joe, just an absolutely wonderful read of it. Thank you both so much. For the third and final time tonight, I would like to welcome back Jasmine Hall, who has another sonnet for us by Billy Collins.
All we need is 14 lines. Well, 13 now. And after this next one, just a dozen to launch a little ship on love's storm-tossed seas. Then only 10 more left, like rows of beans. How easily it goes, unless you get Elizabethan and insist the iambic bongos must be played and rhymes positioned at the ends of lines one for every station of the cross. But hang on here while we make the turn into the final 6, where all will be resolved, where longing and heartache will find an end, where Laura will tell Petrarch to put down his pen, take off those crazy medieval tights, blow out the lights, and come at last to bed.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you very much. That was lovely, and it was great having you for the various pieces that you brought for us tonight. A true treat. Thank you. I would now like to welcome the aforementioned director of The Tempest, Hatem Adel, who will be presenting a monologue from Love's Labour's Lost, as Don Adriano de Armado.
I do affect the very ground, which is based, where her shoe, which is baser, guided by her foot, which is basest, doth tread. I shall be forsworn, which is a great argument against falsehood, if I love. Yet, how can that be true love which is falsely attempted? Love is a familiar, love is a devil. There is no evil angel but love. Yet Samson was so tempted, and he had an excellent strength. And yet Solomon was so seduced, and he had a very good wit. Cupid's butt shaft is too hard for Hercules' club, and therefore too much of odds for a Spaniard's rapier. The first and second cause will not serve my turn. The pasado he respects not. The duello he regards not. His disgrace is to be called boy, but his glory is to subdue men. Adieu, valor. Rust, rapier. Be still, drum, for your managers in love. Yea, he loveth! Assist me, some extemporal god of rhyme, for I'm sure shall turn sonnet. Devise wit, write pen, for I am for whole volumes in folio.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was not in space today, but it was still amazing, and it was still wonderful, and very much appreciate you being here and sharing that with us. We have one more performance for you. I'd like you all to welcome back Kevin Driscoll, who is going to be presenting another piece from Hamlet. And Kevin, I hand the floor over to you.
We're about to do the piece where Polonius is giving advice to his son. And this is, who are you? Igor! You're Igor? Yeah. How do you spell that? With one I. With one eye? Yeah. You need a puppet. No, I'm a nudist. I'm a nudist. Okay. What is the song now? Not a song. It's to thine own self be true. This above all, to thine own self be true. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing season this in thee. Oh, good. Happy birthday. What?
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Oh.
We didn't sing happy birthday.
Oh, I guess we didn't. Yeah, you're right. We didn't sing happy birthday to William. I guess we could probably do that. Let me see if I can bring up the Mr. Music. Can you play the music? So if you don't have a puppet, you can make one out of a tennis ball. Yeah. And if you have a doll's hair, you can make a female puppet.
Yeah, hi. I want to sing happy birthday to William.
Want to sing happy birthday to William Shakespeare? Okay, everyone, can you join me?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing it now. Okay, I'm gonna sing it now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, is this the chorus? You didn't rehearse this very well, did you?
No, I guess not.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear William. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, William. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Well, what a wonderful, wonderful night of celebration of William Shakespeare. As we draw this evening to a close, I would like to do two things. I would like to invite all of my special guests, my wonderful performers, to come back on, and I would like to say, on behalf of myself, Theater at First, and all of our viewers tonight, thank you. Thank you for helping to make Billy's birthday something truly special, and for sharing your time and your talent with us. It truly would not have been the same without all of you here. So a big thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
you know, you're very welcome. If you there or at home have a cup with some libations in it, please feel free to raise it as I toast William Shakespeare. And I say, William, we hope you have the happiest of birthdays, and know that you have our most sincere gratitude. What greater gift can we offer than the knowledge that your legacy lives on, that hundreds of years after your death, your words, your works continue to be retold and reimagined, that you are the inspiration for artists in a variety of mediums. We should all be so lucky. To William Shakespeare.
Huzzah!
Yay!
William.
Here, here.
And I find no fitter way to close out the night than with the man's own words. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. As I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. And so good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Have a lovely night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Take care, everyone.